I was unfortunately born in Nazi Germany in January 28, 1925.
Wann ich die Augen schließen werde, weiß ich nicht.
When I was 8 years old, Hitler came to power, and that was the end of my childhood.
Stories of survivors. One New York woman has made it her mission to preserve them. Monday marked the 80th anniversary of the liberation of Auschwitz and International Holocaust Remembrance Day. The granddaughter of a survivor wants to make sure his story and the stories of others are never forgotten. Dana Arschin is the storyteller at the Holocaust Memorial Tolerance Center on Long Island. She joins us now. Hi, Dana.
Hi, Christine. Thank you so much for having me and for your interest in sharing this story today.
Thanks for being here. Now, Dana, I know you're a former news reporter in New York City, but now the stories you tell are personal. Tell us about your grandfather.
Yeah, so, they were always personal because I, at my last station, actually started a Holocaust series where I would go around interviewing Holocaust survivors. And I did that because of my grandfather, who I've always called my Poppy. He passed away a little over a year ago at 101 years old, just shy of his 102nd birthday. And he survived Auschwitz. So the anniversary of the liberation of Auschwitz, of course, is extra meaningful and personal to me and my family. And he really inspires me in the work that I do full-time for HMTC. That's the name of our center. And I do this because I understand that I would not be here today if not for him.
Absolutely. What are some of the stories he told you about the horror he experienced or even about how he survived it?
I never know which story to share because there are so many. I'll try to make this really concise. This one I always think about. He was at a labor camp before he went to Auschwitz, where he was caught. He found scraps of potatoes in the sewer where he was working, these raw scraps of potatoes that someone had thrown as garbage, and he threw them in a big pot of boiling water at the camp and actually ate them to get a little bit of nourishment. There's more to the story, but that's the gist of it. He was caught, and Nazis told him to start digging his own grave. And he was digging. They made him even lay down next to it to make sure that he fit. And they held a gun to his head, said, dig, dig, dig. And when he was almost done, another prisoner collapsed. They shot that prisoner, threw him in the grave, and said to my Poppy, "Isn't today your lucky day?" Oh my goodness. And he had so many close calls with death. And I think about this all the time.
I can't imagine. Now, the commemoration comes at a time of uncertainty after the Hamas attack in Israel, the war in Gaza that followed. There's increased anti-Semitism around the world. In fact, a recent survey from the Anti-Defamation League says 46% of adults worldwide hold elevated levels of anti-Semitic attitudes. It also found 20% have not heard about the Holocaust. So it really goes to show that telling these stories are important, right?
Absolutely. And what I'm doing at HMTC is creating documentaries. I interview Holocaust survivors every single week and create short documentaries on their lives. They're posted all over social media, and on Instagram alone, they're getting sometimes over 100,000 views. Separately, our center educates tens of thousands of students every single year. We bring Holocaust survivors, children of survivors, and speakers to school districts all across Nassau and Suffolk County on Long Island and beyond. And this is our way of trying to educate one student at a time, because you're right, those stats are frightening. And all we can do, though, is focus on the present and what we are capable of doing. And our education team is just trying its hardest to get the lessons of the Holocaust out there and to teach our students.
All right, Dana Arschin from the Holocaust Memorial Tolerance Center. Thanks so much for the work you do to keep these stories alive.
Thank you so much for caring enough to have me on and for featuring our center. We're so grateful.
To see more of Dana's work and hear more stories of Holocaust survivors, just go to hmtcli.org. Hi, I'm Christine Persichetti, anchor of Currents News. If you like what you saw, please hit the like button on this video. And if you want to see more content just like it, subscribe and click on the bell for notifications. Thanks for watching, because we are putting your faith in the news.